the toe. So New Zealand has this thing where they have a parliament, right? Like a lot of countries have a parliament. But New Zealand's parliament has an interesting little side effect to it, and that is that they let complete mental retards be a part of their parliament. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about the Haka chick, aren't you?
I'm talking about the Maori, yeah. You know, the whole point of colonialism, you know, people point to how evil colonialism is and that these European countries came in and colonized all these areas. Like Britain got New Zealand and Australia, right? And that was terrible. That was awful. They brought in all these white colonizers, these white settlers, and New Zealand became this white country when it was the Maori before that, these tribes people, and they were proud, fierce warriors, not fierce enough for a bunch of foppish gay British dudes with muskets to be able to conquer their whole country, but it's beside the point. So the Maori have a chance now. They get equal rights, and the parliament now is trying to like roll back some of their special treatment. So like the Maori get special treatment in New Zealand because they're an oppressed minority. And it's kind of worked and it's helped out the Maori quite a bit. So now the parliament is saying, hey, let's roll this back and make everybody equal again. The Maori don't like it. And the Maori want to prove that, hey, we're every bit as sophisticated, we're every bit as cultured, we're every bit as rational as these evil white colonial oppressors. We have the latest example of these wonderful, equal, white, adjacent colonial oppressors, the Maori, if you will. This is them in Parliament. And you might be thinking, wow, I can't believe these protesters got in there and started doing this. No. These are...
It's actual Parliament members.
Yes, members of Parliament that are Maori in New Zealand. This is how they protest legislation they don't like.
No, not that.
So the Speaker of Parliament, as they go all buggy-eyed, goes, no, not that.
Well, the thing is, too, is they've done this so many times. This is not even new. This is their go-to card. When we don't get our way, grrr, the Haka dance. And, like, it's been celebrated in Parliament at times.
Yeah.
And then this whole dispute thing started a long time ago when other groups and minorities were like, hey, we don't get these special privileges that these people do. We'd like to be included. They got pissed. They just want the Maori people get these privileges. They're not allowed to roll back. They're not allowed to change. Nobody else is involved.
Right. So, like, as soon as they see them start shaking their hands, the Speaker's like, oh, no, not that. You promised you would. Like, he even says they promised they wouldn't do that. So, like, when they're about to bring up controversial legislation, they have to pull aside all the Maori and go, you're not going to do the crazy-eyed, like, scary face shaking dance, are you? You're not going to.
Does she have a mouth tattoo?
Well, it's painted on, but yes.
Okay, as long as it's painted on. I'm like, it's ugly.
Now, see, I think a great psych out would be if you started doing this shit here, and then you went, hey, it's okay, you're welcome.
Oh, that'd be great.
Start singing
or you
a
have
little
someone
Moana.
they don't recognize do it, and they go, hey, stop that. Like, hey, he has cerebral palsy. You be respectful, you son of a bitch.
Or like they start shaking their hands, and then all of a sudden you hear, it's just me, Oos. Day one-ish, just me, Oos. Jay Uso comes in. It's just like, oh, thank God. Okay, it's main event
right.
Jay Uso. I thought that they were going to do some weird Maori shit.
Oh, you're going to do your Haka dance shit. Okay.
They start doing the Haka dance, and then the Shield music plays, and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns come out. That's right. Aaron took it right to pro wrestling. I hope you guys watched Crown Jewel this weekend. My kids and I did. It's lovely. I like when they start their wrestling pay-per-views at 6 a.m. because they're in Australia. We had the whole day ahead of us afterwards.
Nice.
All right, here we go. This is the New Zealand Parliament. Just look at the kill switch engage on these freaks. Sorry, I meant the Maori. I feel like it's a synonym. But it's just this weird thing where it's like civilized, retard. There's just, hold on. Look at that. Look. Hey, she's a nice girl. She's so cute. Oh, let's
take her home.
She's so beautiful. Let's feed her tequila. Oh, no. This is a bad idea. Oh, really? You have a toxic ex? You don't say.
No, not that. The guarantee was that would not be taking place.
The guarantee was that.
I feel like you just need the freeze frame of her face where she has the bug-eyed like nostril thing, and you just literally that's the ad campaign you run against her. Just like this person.
Hey, look
not for us.
Look, colonized, subjugated people. Aw, letting them do their own thing. I want you to watch this and tell me that colonization and empire wasn't a great thing for these people. Now they get to
I think for the world as a whole, really.
They still get to do their Haka dance, but they have things like toilet paper.
So you know what this proves? If we didn't have Britain colonize New Zealand, New Zealand would just be the world's largest sentinel island.
Right. Nobody would go there.
Nobody would go there, and anyone that approached would get fucking full of holes with arrows,
right,
and then get murdered by whatever primitive weapons.
However, I don't want to just make this an attack on the Maori. The good part of that would be we never would have had to get through the flight of the Concords.
Or would that have just moved to like Australia?
It would have been Australian or British. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, not that.
Not that.
The guarantee was that would not be taking place.
It really is white people trying to restore order in their countries amid multiculturalism. And it's just a fat guy in a suit going, all right, whatever. As a bunch of brown people go, I mean, you're trying to prove that you belong with all the civilized people, and you're literally shouting the Flintstones slogan.
Yeah.
Yappa dabba doo. It's either the Flintstones or this is the beginning lyrics to an Adam Sandler song.
And now, before we start Parliament, we're going to decapitate a chicken. Like, why? No, guys, come on.
Adam Sandler shows up to lead the Haka, and he goes, they just repeat after him.
Suspended.
You promised me there wouldn't be any savage behavior in here.
Oh, man. This is why New Zealand is a joke.
Right. All right, we're going to take our whiteness down to happy hour, have a couple of drinks. Have fun drinking out of the skulls of your enemies, you savage, disgusting animals. And that is how we handle things in a civilized way in New Zealand.
Oh, man. The audio doesn't really come through on that one. It was weird.
You know that if all those white people decided to leave that parliament and go start their own parliament in another land, I'm just saying. Do anyone know what the result might be?
That place would be a hellhole in months.
I saw a great fucking meme about the New Zealand Maori chanting in the legislature. I just want to pull this up for you real quick.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
I don't think it could have been any better.
I feel like the solution to that is literally we have to unite as a world and mock New Zealand for how stupid they look when that shit happens.
Nobody. Maori in New Zealand Parliament. I mean, tell them they're wrong.
I will say this: the Haka chant's done a lot of great things for us. It's how Jason Momoa landed the Khal Drogo role. And
really?
Yeah, his audition for Khal Drogo, he just literally did the Haka chant. Like, big muscular fucking Jason Momoa, like getting into it, getting after it. And they're like, all right, this guy's going to be our.
So basically
Khal
what
Drogo.
they said was, hey, actor, we need you to act like a completely uncivilized 8th century savage. And he said, I know, I'll do the dance that the brown people in New Zealand parliament do right now.
Well, he is, I believe, part Samoan.
But their response was,
You're hired.
yes, you got the job right there. Now, see, I believe that it would be a great troll if, like I said, they got the hands up, they get the buggy eyes, and then we get this. This would be better. And then everybody just goes. It would be a better world.
It would be. I don't think we'll get that, but it would probably be a better place.
I have another option.
All right, what's your other option?
The Maori get set up, right? They got their little fucking thing going on. And this starts playing.
By the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me.
I can't look at Tiny Tim without getting just this repulsed feeling.
That might be a you problem.
I can't look at him. He looks like a Halloween decoration.
That's not how people are supposed. Their body shouldn't look like that.
Jerry Shepardini says, do the Haka at County. Oh, there you go. If I start feeling any kind of threat, just go, Hula Makanakame.
Yeah, that'll help. That'll totally help. You'll make friends.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do, you know. By the way, 700, they did it again. They got back up. Thank you. Oh, Rumble Studio now says $6.99. At least I got to see 7 again. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants, $50 away from knocking out today's goal. Thank you very much. And also, hit like, hit subscribe, and hit follow. Yeah, so they were debating the equal rights bill again. That's what this was in response to.
Again, the equal rights bill is simply like, hey, we've given you guys a lot of privileges, a lot of kind of like straight up welfare programs that are exclusive only to you. The idea is those rights would now be things that everybody in New Zealand gets. And these, no.
Although if they're like, all right, we think everybody's equal, it's time to give equal rights to everyone. And then the Maori respond with, my response would be, all right, it's clearly these people are retarded. We do need to give them special treatment. This bill, like I would not support the bill after I saw that behavior.
I would, yeah. In fact, I would probably support a whole other bill that says this kind of open, forgive me for saying, this open mental deficiency behavior is proof that these people cannot be allowed to govern themselves, perhaps even protect themselves. We might need to start making facilities to house Maori people because they're just giant childs.
It really does give you a like, they're damned if you do, damned if you don't, because if you're one of the whites in New Zealand, you either have to go, hey, let's take away these special rights for the indigenous people in New Zealand, which is seen as white supremacy, or you have to go, let's keep these special treatments because clearly these people are so far behind and primitive that they need special treatment. You're a white supremacist.
Yeah, just kind of, there's no way to win.